Gold is our project targeting older people aged 60 plus living in the rural areas across South Oxfordshire District Council and the Vale of White Horse District Council.
We chose to call the project Go Active Gold after having consulted with over 100 people within our community.
Go Active Gold is an excellent idea. There are plenty of people in the country who can't actually drive even, and our rural buses are very few and far between if they exist at all. And it is very important for older people to keep active. It keeps them out of the doctor's surgery, it keeps them out of the hospitals, and it keeps them alive a lot longer.
I believe it's good to feel, be active, to feel so you feel fit and mentally alert, and save the NHS a lot of money, hopefully.
We wanted to make sure that Go Active Gold will cater for the needs of people living in rural areas. So we chose those parishes with a population size of between 500 and 3,000, and making sure that there are at least 100 people aged 60 plus living in those areas.
I think it would be good to have, someone, some things for older people.
I think it's a wonderful idea, especially in rural areas. We could get together and encourage each other.
A majority of the funding for the project has come from Sport England's Community Sport Activation Fund. We've been lucky enough to secure £230,000 over 3 years to provide 4 activators, 2 full-time and 1 part-time in each district, to work with the local communities and set up the new activities. With this funding, we want to make sure that we've got projects that are sustainable and will last beyond the 3 years.
We will train more coaches, instructors and volunteers to help us deliver a wider variety of activities for older people in rural areas.
Go Active Gold would be good because I know there's Pilates even in this village hall, but how much I think watching people go in, they're all very young doing it.
As we know, we've got an ageing population across both districts, and with more and more residents not doing their 30 minutes of moderate intensity exercise each week, we want to try and make sure there's local opportunities for residents to access in sports and activities that they want to participate in.
I would suspect that most rural communities would not take to having something imposed upon them. So if you are going to try to spread Go Active Gold throughout rural communities in Oxfordshire, South Oxfordshire, then the first thing to do is to speak to those villages, to actually get those villages together and say, right, are there areas in which you think we can help you to provide you with a service that would benefit you?
We are also inviting members of each community to join active thinking groups. This will steer what activities will be delivered in their area.
I think the main emphasis is to get people involved in a personal way as much as possible, otherwise they feel it's being dictated by someone else. There's a little bit of reluctance sometimes, but if you can encourage people to act on their own accord, then you'll be on a winner, I think.
In the new year, we're going to be holding small launch events in 8 villages across the 2 districts. At these smaller launch events, we'll be holding several activities such as Pilates, Nordic Walking, table tennis and yoga, as well as functional fitness MOTs. These launch events will give us an opportunity to consult with the local residents to see what activities they'd like to have within their villages, as well as introduce the Go Active Gold project.
I think we need a bit of stimulus to sort of get us going, and once the ball starts rolling and you've got us all going and encouraged, and would be keen to pick it up and carry on. Yes.
Once the taster sessions are finished, we're going to be setting up several activities within the villages. These will be run by local activators, the instructors, and with help from local residents who are going to be volunteers and village champions.
I think that exercise is very important in the release of endorphins in the body, which just generally make you feel good about yourself anyway.
To promote good health and well-being is an investment in your own person, and it helps the country as such, as society.
You have to keep moving, and if I don't go to the gym every week, I really do ache. Often don't want to go, but it's very important, and I always feel better afterwards.
And possibly most important of all, it's a wonderful way to meet people, and the social side of sport, particularly our cycling group, is is also very important. So that you can develop friendships that way, as indeed I have done through our village cycling club. Encourage anybody of any age that actually wants to get into some sort of sport, however basic that sport may be, whether it's a very gentle fitness class at your local neighbour's hall or something, to do so.
We have a range of partners involved in the project, including Sport England, GLL, Oxfordshire Sport and Physical Activity, and other national governing bodies and voluntary organisations. We're hoping that more partners will come and get involved, so if you'd like to find out more, please get in touch.